Hey guys, Luke here. Just thought I'd give you a really quick update on how NavBag's going and what kind of things you'll be seeing in NavBag in the future. First of all, I've made the decision to split NavBag into two separate applications. The first one will be the one that you're used to seeing and have been using for the last year, and largely that'll mean structurally exactly the same. It'll have the same features and I'll be progressing with updates on that in the coming months. The second one is going to be all of the maps and navigation stuff. And the reason I've done this is because moving forward I'd like to support more than just Australian maps, and if pilots from other countries want to use NavBag, they're probably not going to have much use for all of the NAPE stuff that's provided in the current app. One of the good things about Android is if you have two apps made by the same developer, they can actually talk to each other. So what I'm going to do is for the Australian version of NavBag, which you guys are all using, when you click on Maps and Navigation, it's actually just going to open the second app. And so it's still going to be a really seamless experience for you guys. The first time you run it, if you don't have the Maps and Navigation app downloaded, it'll prompt you to download that before you can access the Maps and Navigation. I'm also going to be moving away from the Android subscription model. It's pretty limiting what you can do with it, and unfortunately they do take 30% out of whatever you make, so whenever you buy a $70 subscription you can see how that's actually going to add up. It also gives me the flexibility to offer multiple payment methods, so you'll still be able to purchase in-app content, but it will probably be more expensive than if you tried to buy a subscription through the NavBag website, which is what I'm currently setting up at the moment. And so I'm also developing a whole backend that handles all of the user accounts, all the subscriptions, all that kind of thing, and you'll be able to use your Google account as the NavBag account. Now, as I said before, I am working on the back end a fair bit, which unfortunately means for you guys that there aren't any new features that you get to play with, because there is a fair bit of back end work setting up all that account stuff and subscription stuff and making it all secure and all that kind of thing. But I will be posting another video in the future once I've had a bit more play around with the actual maps bit to give you guys an idea of how that's looking. And if you did want to play with this a little bit before the public gets it, you can join the beta program, and I'll have a link for that down in the description below in the video or on the Peep Room forum. So feel free to follow that one and submit a membership request for that, and that'll just allow you to download the beta version, which has all this stuff already. So that's all I wanted to talk about, and if you have any comments, just leave a comment below in the video or on the Peep Room forum, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Cheers! Hey guys, there is something I'd like to talk about just really quickly before I head off. With regards to the weather and flight planning section, I certainly haven't forgotten about it. At the moment, a lot of my effort is focused on polishing the maps and navigation section and the entire back end for that I was talking about in my video. And as I mentioned, the apps are going to be able to talk to each other. So once I've finished the maps and navigation section and have released it publicly, I'm going to be creating an update for the weather and flight planning version of the app that links into it, and along with that I want to try and add a couple of polished features as well. So that'll be things like the submit SAR time, the update SPFIB and create new SPFIB, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there is an update, but at the moment it's a little bit lower priority than the maps and navigation section, but I certainly haven't forgot about it, and I just thought I'd let you guys know. Cool, have a good one.